This is how to have effective, hard conversations that produce a culture of results. You want to be soft like a brick. The soft part is they need to know that you freaking care about them. The brick is being willing and skilled to have those needed conversations when they show up. So what we're going to do here is this is where legit we're rolling up our sleeves and we're going to go deep. I'm going to share the most valuable skills, 2 sets of skills. 1 is a soft skill and there's 3 secrets. And then 2 is the brick and how to land soft bricks. The most valuable thing that you can develop is the spirit and essence of gshi. Gshi is an ancient Hindi word. And it's not super common, but it means to never treat another person in a manner that would make them feel small. It includes yourself. The way to lead where people want to follow you. This is the way. So on the soft part, it's a way of being. It's a way of seeing and a way of serving. As you lead the people around you, how do you see them? Do you see them as a human being? This is a person with needs. This is a person with fear. This is a person that has joy, that experiences human emotions. Another way of seeing is sometimes we turn people, those human beings, into objects. There's 3 types of objects. First one is obstacles. Sometimes we turn people into an obstacle. Somebody is just in our way. What do you do with an obstacle?
Get over it.
Yep. So obstacle, you either like jump over, you go around, you maneuver, you try to go under, you dig underneath, whatever you need to do to get around them. And so sometimes we do that with people. And we turn people into objects by having them be an obstacle. Second type is they're just a vehicle. They're a vehicle to help us get what we want. The third type of object is they're just irrelevant. Like in this picture, we don't even see them. They're not even there. We don't even notice them. Being irrelevant is perhaps the most destructive object of all. We can serve with a heart at peace, where we're legit serving because we're trying to be helpful. And then also we can do the same act of service at war. Let me just give you an example. I was doing dishes not that long ago, and this is a little bit embarrassing. Oh, I don't really want to tell you this, but so here's the thing. The dishes got done. Like legit, the dishes were done. But they got done in 2 very different ways. First, with a heart at what?
Peace.
Peace. Just trying to be helpful. And I finished the dishes how? At war. Right? Where it was just and you better believe there was tension in the home and there was frustration. It took us a couple days to resolve that whole blow up. And when we serve people, when we see them as they are, boom, that's where we serve from a heart of peace. But when we shift and turn people into objects, well, I just want to get something from them, then all of a sudden, this is what oftentimes becomes the result is our service to that object. We're serving an object for our own desire, to gratify our own whatever result we want. And so the challenge, this is the way. So we're talking about the soft part of the brick. The soft part of the brick is these soft skills. It's the way of being. It's the gshi. It's the spirit inside of like, hey, I see you. You matter. You're a human. You're a person. And I'm also going to challenge you because I freaking care about you. So 5 rules to land soft bricks. One of the fastest ways to lose your leadership is just go and start chucking bricks at people. You just start chucking bricks at people. Oh, you got to do this different. Oh, you got to do this different. And you're gonna find yourself all alone. The more crucial the conversation, the less likely we are to handle it well. But this does not have to be. So first thing is you want to lay very clear expectations. And you hold everybody to it. And if you set a clear standard, it's clear, and then you don't hold accountability to that standard. Watch as your leadership legs are just destroyed. It's like taking a grenade, a live grenade, pulling the pin and throwing it at your own feet, just blowing up your leadership influence. Uproot, artificial harmony. Artificial harmony, it plays out like this. It looks like this. Hugs and high fives in the hallway. Like, oh, yeah. Dude, what's up, man? Hey, cool. Dude, if he shows up one more time and looks at me like it's that super like cheesy grin, I hate being in this team with him. Oh yeah, dude, oh cool, it's good to see you, yeah. That's how it shows up, right? Where we're like, we're cool, and then in the back, we're stabbing in the back behind closed doors. This is more common. This is like termites that are silently destroying your team. And so your opportunity, your role as a leader is to uproot artificial harmony. And if you don't have a conversation, if you allow conversations to go unsaid, you start creating a culture that's chock filled with fake harmony. It's one of the biggest destroyers of your team. That's why it's so important to learn the skills of being soft like a brick and being willing to engage quickly and to lead those conversations where they're fired up, motivated by you because they know you care and you're giving them some direction and a kick on the booty to fly. And this legit is the way. 3 specific power phrases. Okay, first one, the golden question. Do I have your permission to challenge you? If they don't give you permission to challenge them, they're not in this headspace, there's not the rapport there, something's going on. And if they legit are like, no, you can't challenge me, boom, you stop right there. And that leads you to a different set of decision making and a different set, and you know that conversation is not going to land. And that unveils a much bigger problem. Or it's just a bad timing, which you can clarify. So there's a million scenarios that go, but do not challenge somebody without their permission. Now the other side is if they say yes. Think about this. Do I have your permission to challenge you? And they say yes. What just happened?
You're saying eye to eye.
Good. See eye to eye. What else?
Giving you permission to throw a brick.
They just gave you permission to throw a brick. They legit just gave you permission and said, hey, and their walls go down. In fact, you watch, and it's such a simple thing, but now they're like bracing. Before, they're just standing like this, and you hit them with the brick, boom, and it was like, whoa. But now, do I have your permission to challenge you? Yes. Right? And it gives them that chance. And their walls come down, and they brace themselves for the worst. The intention of do I have your permission to challenge you is I care about you too much to leave you where you're at. And if they feel that from you, that you're trying to take them under their wing, they're going to respond. And rather than be deflated and resenting you for having that conversation, they're going to be fired up and motivated and inspired. Adopt this as a leader mantra. I commit to not underlead you. I'd prefer to not probably have this conversation because I freaking love you. But I just, as a leader, I'm learning too. I have a lot of mistakes. Feel free to keep calling me out on stuff. But here's something that happened. Here's what I saw. And I want to challenge you on that. Okay, power phrase number 2. This is so powerful. This is so disarming. Hey, And so these 3 power phrases that you can use right now, that you can adopt, it lays on a foundation of gshi, to never treat another person in a manner that would make them feel small. And that's where you deliver that brick because you care about them enough to not leave them where they are.